right. We're live once we're all ready to go. Did you need us to share our characters into anywhere or just have them for ourselves?
No, I'll probably ask you a couple of questions about them, but I don't need your actual sheets.
Okay.
And as far as like rolling dice, you can roll your dice at home, or you can use the bot, one of the many bots here in the server. If you do use the bot, I prefer you use the room channel chat, which is if you go up where it says room 1, there's a little bubble. It says open chat. And then you can do your dice rolls.
Oh, yeah, the voice chat
there.
Yeah, that's where I practiced.
Yeah, and that's where I'll look for those. And, the bot's easy to use. But if you like to use your dice at home, that's fine. Just communicate to me clearly what the results are for things, and we'll be good. Typing them in the chat is helpful if you do that. We have another player, at least one. We had a last-minute cancellation. I reached out to the first person on the wait list. I've not heard back, but pretty sure we have one more player coming based on communications. So there we go. Hey, Casper. How you doing? All right. Well, everybody's here. Again, we had a last-minute cancellation, but we can play with 4 just fine. He's a little bit more mic time. So good evening, everyone. So I'm Bruce. I go by Bruce Free here on the server. You can call me either one, or just say, hey, you, and I'll know who you're talking to. So tonight, one of our players is kindly streaming this. This should be interesting. I'm not usually presenting in a streaming format, but I spend way too much time on conference calls with work, so
it's the same thing.
I'm unfortunately comfortable with the mic, and I'm probably gonna turn my camera off once we get going because there's just too many things to look at and things, and I'm gonna be screen sharing. But anyway, thought we'd do a quick introduction. So I've played with a couple of you are new. It's great to have you at the table, new folks. So DCC, have you never played DCC before? Anybody never played DCC at all? Cool. So
I've played it once.
It's, okay, then you probably mastered it. It's rolling a D20 with a modifier. It's most of the things you're going to be doing, right? You're playing a warrior. There's a few tricks playing with that. If you have questions about your characters and their abilities and whatnot, don't even hesitate to ask. So one of the things we do is we're here to teach, everybody learn. So if you're not familiar with the game, you have questions, by all means, you can pause, ask me a question. I welcome that.
Thank you.
So don't hesitate to give feedback or pause me if you need to get a clarification on something. As far as like content tonight, if at any time if you feel uncomfortable or unsafe or anything in a game, you can drop out. You can send me a message. You can say something to the group, whatever you're comfortable with. But it's probably going to be pretty basic, D&D style mayhem tonight. There's violence, obviously. You guys are all armed. But that's part of the dungeon crawling thing. So that's what the expectation should be tonight. A bunch of dungeon crawl style, although you're not really in a dungeon. Hacking and slashing, and probably nothing too much worse than that. But again, everybody should feel safe and comfortable at the table, and let me know if there's an issue or address that in whatever way you're comfortable with. And on that note, as everybody just be polite and respectful, be kind to each other with the mic. If somebody's got the mic, let them finish their little spotlight. Let's make sure, give everybody a chance to shine. And that's really about it. And again, if you have any questions about how your character or how the game runs or anything while we're going, just pause me. So any questions or anything before we start?
Yeah, I'm using a character that I had when we first played the DCC, the wizard. So when I level up, I saw that I got like an extra spell, and then I guess +1 to my attacks. But is there anything else I should worry about?
You're gonna roll your hit die and add
Ah,
that to your hit point total.
okay.
If you have a Constitution bonus, you'll add that to your hit point total as well.
Okay. All right.
And you should get
DC
another spell off the wizard spell list. As far as I'm concerned, you can pick one. I'm not too concerned about. Actually, I prefer you have spells that you like that are going to make the game exciting and fun. So, a lot of folks, they want to roll for them, do them randomly. I'm not tied to that. So, go ahead and pick your spell, whatever it might be, or roll for it randomly if you like to do that. We're all here to play whatever makes you happy.
Gotcha.
All right. All right. Well, let us begin. I'm going to turn my camera off so I can do other
All good.
things. Y'all should feel free to keep them on or turn them off or do whatever makes you happy. All right. So, you all are, we're going to, media res drop in here. You all are in a village in a very nice, temperate woods. The weather's good. You've been traveling. You stopped at this nice village with a nice public house and had a nice meal and some nice beers, and got a nice cheap bed. And so you roll into this town, and it's a beautiful little farming community on the edge of a huge, gorgeous meadow on the side of a hill. And as you're taking in your evening meal, you're noting the beauty of the scenery here in the valley below you, the beautiful grassy meadow below you. So the next day, as you rise from your rest, but there's a commotion out. You can hear voices. Some of them raised in what sounds like some sort of a hubbub going on out in the street. And down below in the public house, and everybody's gathered out outside. And you go outside, and it doesn't take long to see that the beautiful meadow has been transformed overnight. And somebody says, "It just came out of nowhere. It wasn't there, and then there was this great flash." And you also notice that there's a green comet hanging in the sky. And many people are very concerned about that. Oh, that's a portent of ill omen, no question about that. Whatever this is bad. But it kind of pales in comparison to what you see. So the meadow before you has been transformed into a black, churning lake. The green grass has been supplanted with black, stony shoreline, and there is a huge lake of dark, churning water here. And just at the edge of it is a strange-looking tower. That's the most prominent feature that you're going to see. And if you look at the little picture in the chat there, you can get an idea of what your heroes are looking at. So this tower rises up, high above the lake, and there is a beam of ruby light emanating from the top of the tower and piercing the sky. And all right, I'm going to do my screen share here and draw some things so you can follow along in the chat. All right, so to give you a sort of visual of where you're at, so let's start with one pens. So as I said, a little village was settled on the edge of a beautiful woodland meadow. Well, that meadow has been and as you get closer, because you're going to get curious and walk down to the shore, there's this black, like stony beach. There's like a black rocky, sort of like a big rocky bowl, right? And then there's like a sort of loose forming a beach around it. So the water is really dark. It's the stone that makes the basin of the lake is black. The water itself is of indeterminate dark quality, but it's hard. It's kind of hard to see into it. But every now and then you see a large sort of a wet back of some creature break the surface out towards the middle of it. And if you look close, you might see some smaller but still impressive looking fish moving about in here. Now, there is this tower rising from the lake like so. Or actually from the side of the lake. It's got a little rocky outcrop it's sitting on. And it's hard to really get details from, so you're in the little village up here looking at all this. Maybe you walk down to the beach to get a look. But as you get down there, it's almost as if someone cleanly cut the grassy meadow and just dropped that rocky surface in there. Like they just scooped it up and dropped this in. It's almost as clean as like a knife cut between where the grass is and the black stone. And again, some of the folks that were up early saw it just appear just out of nowhere. The whole lake, the tower, and the whole shebang. So you all wandered down to the edge of the lake to get a look-see. The tower's a little further away. And I assume you guys want to get a little closer to the tower to have a little look.
Yeah, I'll just remind everyone that you're sharing your screen, so there's a map there. I forgot about that. I'll just put it on there now.
All right. So as you move closer to the tower, it's not made of stone or wood. You're not sure what it's made of. It looks organic. It's sort of oddly shaped. As you get closer to it, it's definitely it looks really organic, and the outside of it has a sort of a leathery sort of scaled quality to it. And there are these what look like blisters or membranes on the outside of it that have sort of an opaque quality to them and some light, as if there's illumination coming through them, sort of like windows. And at the base of the tower is what looks like a doorway. It's circular. It doesn't look like any kind of traditional door. But I'm going to slide the map up here. I'm going to show you what you're looking at. So the base of the tower, it's there at the edge of the lake, and you can see there's the only thing that looks like an entrance, right, is this circular sort of as you get closer, it's more like a membrane. There's no door, there's no frame, and this thing, it looks like, again, it's really organic, like it was grown rather than built. But yeah, as you get closer, you can see, and you can get up the tower, and you touch it, it feels smooth and kind of maybe real hardened leather, or a really hard, a viney plant that's got a smooth sort of green rind to it, if you get where I'm at.
Yeah, can we gauge about how tall this is? I mean, are we talking 5 stories, question. 50 stories?
So it's probably 100 feet tall, just by, you kind of get back, put your heads together and kind of estimate. So yeah, You know, much taller than any of the buildings in the village you were just in.
Does the tower move at all as if it's breathing?
Nope, it seems to be inert.
Can we see anyone in the windows, or are there windows or portholes?
Well, as you get closer, they're sort of opaque membranes, but it appears as if there's like illumination on the other side of it. So you might call them windows. You can't see through them, at least not from there anyway, and they look opaque rather than transparent.
Well, I am a scribe, so I start writing down this historical event and those who are going to brave it, and say I will catalogue whatever happens to us, and should I fall, please bring my parchments back to the mainland so the people can know what truly happened.
Right. Historical record for posterity is very important.
I just start scribbling, see what the others want to do.
Danry will start moving to the membranous, what he thinks is the opening, and examine it a little closer.
Sure. As you get closer, you know, you're kind of visually, it looks kind of like a drum skin, right? It looks like a thick membrane that's like stretched around a circular like opening.
He'll press his right hand up against it and try and push in.
As soon as you touch it, it dilates open like the pupil of your eye, just whoop, like an iris. It opens up, and a blast of very warm, humid air that smells richly of earth and plants blasts you in the face, or just, you know, it comes washing out of this, like the almost as if there's like pressure inside, right? But all this warm, humid air comes out, and you see inside there's just riot of plants, like an indoor jungle. It's definitely like, you know, there's a space inside the tower, like the first floor of the tower, but it's like a garden of some sort. And as you're like, whoa, the thing, after about 10 seconds, it shrinks back down and closes itself completely.
Did it speak to you, Danry?
Yeah, all of you back there would have seen and kind of experienced this to some degree. You can see the plants in there and all that. And there's illumination in there too. It wasn't dark.
But Danry touched it?
He touched the what we'll call a door, and it just opened up like an iris all the way. Like you could have just stepped right through it. He did not.
Oh, it's currently open.
No. After about 10 seconds, it closed up again.
Oh, apologies.
Jerry's going to look back and say, well, I'm going through. I hope the rest of you follow. And he'll press it again, wait till it opens, and then goes through.
As soon as you put any amount of pressure that like pushes it inward, it, like I said, it opens up again. And you step through. And you step onto, there is like soil, like dark, loamy soil beneath your feet. In fact, you sink in about an inch or so. It's very soft. And like I said, there's plants all over the place, like these, look like sort of like little miniature palm trees, all these vines and things growing along the ground. You can't see too well into the space itself, but we'll let everybody. Is everybody else going to follow him in there?
Will.
Yeah, I will. Worm will jump in there also.
Okay.
Yeah, Isra goes in
so-
last, just writing everyone's name and then drawing her sword in place of her parchment.
Perfect. All right. So as you step in, all of you, the temperature is about like 15 to 20 degrees warmer inside than it was outside. It's very humid, and it smells like a garden, or like a greenhouse. Really, it's humid. You can smell earth and a little bit of like, you know, sort of decomposition, but not like stinky, like normal, healthy decomposition of plants and materials. And the plants, like I said, there's little miniature trees. There's these big bushes full of crazy flowers. None of these plants are familiar to you in any way, even if you weren't, folk from a pseudo medieval world. The plants are very tropical in nature, nothing like you would see in your woodlands that you travel in, theoretically, as characters. But you get the idea. Exotic plants everywhere. In fact, they kind of block your vision. But as you take the thing in, you can see that you are so you're in the base, you're in the ground level of the tower. But there is a ceiling above you. It's quite high above you, over 20 feet. If my pen will
So
work.
this area is lit inside? Is it luminescent?
Oh, it is, yes. So there's a ceiling above you, and you can see if you kind of jump up or get up, when maybe get on each other's shoulders, you can see the far wall of this place. It's many, many yards across, and completely full of just plants. And so let's put some plants in here. We got plants growing everywhere. And in the ceiling, there is a bright, very kind of like a very sun-like light. It casts very warm, almost natural daylight. It's maybe a little greener than the light you're used to, but in all other respects, you can feel this thing gives off heat. You can't really see a source like a flame or anything. There's just this bright light source in the ceiling, of indiscernible origin that lights this whole place. And
this is a world unto itself. Why is it here?
Good question.
Well, in the plants, are there like fruit-bearing plants or anything like that?
You do see some that have what would appear to be fruit, bulbous colored pods and things like that.
I tear some of
It's not like any
the plants
fruit
off
you've ever seen.
in my hand.
Yeah. So they're normal living plants.
I stuff some in my pocket.
Ground. Okay. Yeah, you can tear some off, and you can take some samples if you like. You'll also notice as you start examining the plants, there are sort of like pools of liquid. You see two of them right off the bat, maybe 10, 12 feet across, and they're not water. You look from where you stand, they don't look like water. But you can see there's these couple of these small pools of liquid, and you can see that they're rippling slightly as if there's like something circulating it. A few bubbles come up now and then.
Did you say there were exits out of here that we could see? And are these pools in the way of our exits?
Yeah, right now the only exit you know of is the one you came in. Which when you test it, you can get out the same way you come in. The door works both ways, by the way.
And when Danry looks at these pools of water, can he tell that there's something inside with a different heat signature? Because he's got infravision.
When you get close, everything in here is pretty warm. But no, you don't notice anything like that necessarily. But you can see that the water, it's not water. It's got a sort of yellowish tint to it.
Urine.
Not that kind of yellow. It's more like antifreeze.
Lemonade.
Kind of yellow. It could be. You want to drink some?
Maybe. Am I thirsty?
It's probably fertilizer
I don't know.
for the plants.
There are, but you don't see there's no plants growing around them. But in the water, the liquid itself in them, as you watch it circulate, it looks like it might be a little more viscous than water. And it's also slightly, you can see down maybe a couple of inches, but it's opaque. You imagine these ponds are about 10 feet across. You're not sure how deep they are, but you can't not see the bottom of them.
If I were to take one of the plants and just like dip into the water, does anything happen to it?
It gets that stuff on it. Yeah, but
Okay.
nothing else. It just is now dampened with that, whatever that stuff is.
Looking up at the sun, the light source, does it generates heat?
It does appear to give off warmth. It appears to be the source of the warmth in this room.
I say we must
Does it
find a
look
way
like
upwards.
solid, or does it just look like a light?
Hang on a second.
mean-
Let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead.
Does it look like a solid? Is it just pure light?
It's just a aura of like light. You can't see, like I said, there's not like a glowing object or a flame or a lamp or anything. There's this aura of light that illuminates the room, and yeah, it's diffused, right? You can't, doesn't have like a corona or a nebula or anything. It's just sort of this diffused light source. It does appear to be sort of in like, this appears to be, there's like a little concavity in the ceiling, which is like 25 feet above you, right? This is not low. There seems to be, there's like a concavity that this sort of light sits in, but you don't see like any kind of mounting or anything. It's just like, it's just sort of hovering in it.
I'd like to grab a piece of fruit, but I would like to use like a rag or a piece of cloth or even my cloak, so my skin doesn't touch the actual piece of fruit. And I'd like to, if it's possible, pull it off a plant. If there is anything that's, like a walnut size or an apple size or anything that's something like that has a little heft to it. And I just want to tell the group, do you guys mind if I throw this at the sun?
Go ahead. Maybe also throw one into the water as well to see the effect.
Okay. All right. I will launch this, whatever piece of fruit I can kind of find, and launch it into the sun and see what happens.
You have no trouble finding something that you're happy with as a projectile. I guess you can go ahead and make a ranged attack to see how accurate you are.
Okay. And are we just doing that in room 1, or is it
Yeah, no, if you go to room 1 and then there's a little
Gotcha.
button on that says open chat,
yeah.
and it opens up the chat in the sidebar. Ooh, all right. So you actually, so your piece of fruit, it goes up and you hear a soft thud, and it clearly strikes like this, goes into this concavity. You see it sort of like consumed by the light, right? As it goes up into that concavity, the light sort of consumes it, and then it drops back and you see it again. So it'd be kind of like it's going into the glare of the light, which obscures it from vision, and it comes back out. But so you throw it, bonk, it definitely hits the ceiling. It like goes through that light, drops to the ground. You go find it. It's just hasn't changed in any way.
So that's not the source of the heat. Like the fruit didn't come back. It is.
No, it is.
Oh.
Yep, there's warmth coming out of it. It's not like a brazier or something. It's not like it's not gonna cook anything.
Right. It's like a solar lamp.
Because
Right.
it's warming you, but it's also only 25 feet away.
Okay. Why don't you throw one in the water too, Worm?
All right. We'll go ahead and pitch one in the water.
I'll stand back in case something comes out.
So, well, we don't know what this thing is. It might sink or it might float. So what I'd like you to do is roll a d20 and call high or low. High, it
I will
floats.
call low.
Okay. So do you want it to float or do you want it to sink?
I want it to
What?
sink.
Okay. Well, you got your wish because you made your roll. So yeah, you drop it in, bloop, it kind of splashes, but as you can see, it's a little more viscous than water. It still splashes. That's kind of like water, And then, but you can see it, and it sinks down, and you can see it for about maybe 6, 8, 10 inches, and then the liquid becomes too opaque and it disappears.
Okay.
So it didn't sizzle. It's not acid. Perhaps. I say we avoid this pool and try and find a way upwards in this tower to find the master of this vessel.
All right. So while you're starting to search around, I need you all to make an intelligence check, please. So you're just going to roll a d20, add or subtract your intelligence modifier, whichever it might be, if you have one.
Intelligence modifier. Mine's blank, so I assume that's nothing.
It's going to be
That
just
works.
a flat d20 then.
Oh!
Yeah, no R required. Just type D20. Ooh, we got a crit.
A crit for Isra.
We had some really good rolls all around, except for someone who had a syntax error. But look, the reroll was so yeah. We had great rolls all around. You all, as you're so you your attention you pick your attention away from the pool and start looking around. It sounds like you guys are gonna suss out the rest of what you've got here, and maybe find the exit or whoever belongs here. But you start getting ready to search the level, as it were. And you hear a rustling in the plants. Something is moving around nearby you.
I want to flank it. I rolled a 20, so if I can detect it before it moves towards us, I'll try and flank it.
They are exactly at your 12 o'clock. You can hear, since you got a crit, you can hear two distinct somethings moving through the plants.
Directly to us?
And they're at about 12 o'clock, but they're shadowing each other about 10 feet apart, if you get me.
I want to move.
They're kind of
3
trying
o'clock.
to scissor your group.
Just to do the flanking reversal move on them.
All right, so you set yourself to intercept one of them. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, just preparation.
Just also for awareness, like the other people in the party. If you look at me, you can definitely tell I'm some type of holy man, some type of cleric. What else do we have filling out this party?
Oh, good question. Well, let's take a moment. Everybody can go around and just real quickly. So first we'll go just right down what I have in Discord. So we have Bahasa. Tell us about your character.
Yeah, I'm playing Danry Humblewater. He is a halfling.
All right, luck dispenser. All right, and then we have Casper. Looks like you're playing Will the Wizard.
Yep, Will is a wizard. That nothing really important or special with that.
Very good. All right, and Worm, you're playing a cleric.
I am a cleric. Yeah, he's just overdressed in dark goth clothing for no reason, apparently.
I'm sure there's a reason. And rounding out the group is Isra? Is that how I pronounce that?
Isra, Quillblade.
Isra.
Just like the surname, I am a scribe and a warrior.
Excellent. All right, so we got a warrior, cleric, a halfling, and a wizard. A very nice rounded out party. Cool. So let's get the initiative set up here. So yeah. All right. So I need everybody to roll initiative.
How does that work, sir?
That is so on your sheet. There should be an initiative modifier in the little combat area, which is generally
+1, +2. What's that mean?
It's usually your well, some classes have an initiative modifier.
Oh, so it'll be +3 in total, I assume. +1, +2.
Yeah, it's your agility modifier plus any other initiative modifier you have for your class or for like a luck roll or anything like that.
Well,
So
I don't
whatever it
have.
says in your sheet.
Yeah, I don't have an agility modifier, so I've only got my level modifier, so I assume it'll only be +2.
Yep.
Yep. All right, I'll update that.
Yep, that sounds right.
Okay, no worries. Feel not good. I can make this look a bit better.
All right, so you all are aware that there is something that is sort of stalking you. You do not know if this is man or beast, but you know that they are roughly coming towards you at your 12 o'clock. And sorry, I'm having Discord is having an updating problem. Bear with me a second. All right, so there's an issue roll 5. All right, so what is everyone doing?
I was flanking.
Yes. Okay, so you're moving off. You moved off to 3 o'clock, and you're going to try and flank them between the party and yourself. Is anybody else doing anything in preparation?
Danry wants to... Go ahead. Danry wants to try and hide, so he's going to use stealth.
You know what? You can just, good roll. So you got it, but you could just hide in this case. There's so many plants and whatnot, and you know that they're coming. So I would have just, but yeah, you're hidden. I got initiative from, Worm. I got initiative from Dannery. I think I'm missing one. Casper, did you roll initiative?
Yeah, before Worm.
Okay, sorry. Oh, there you are. I keep I see there. Using the other roller. All right, so then 11.
So it's just
All right. So you all hear these creatures, and Isra, as you hunker down, waiting for them, you see a long, sinewy reptilian head come sliding through the greens. And so these things, this is some sort of a reptilian creature. It's about 7 or 8 feet long, kind of walking on its hind legs, sort of little. So just for a point of reference, it look a lot like a little velociraptor, that same kind of style, sort of a little raptor that walks on its hind legs and has some really vicious claws up front. But yeah, so you see this thing, you see it stop, flicking its tongue around, trying to find you all. But since you got, I'm going to give you a surprise attack since you got that crit on your perception check. So I'll give you 1 free attack on this creature.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take that opportunity. Yes, I will. I'll use my actually, let me think. Yeah, no, I will use my longsword to engage it in melee.
What's your mighty deed?
Oh yes, I did see that. I'm not actually sure what that is. So it says I get longsword melee. I actually don't know what that is. What is that?
Okay, so you can attack with your melee weapon, right? And so that is a d20 plus your strength.
Uh-huh.
So if you have a strength bonus, you add
Yep,
that
plus
to your
one.
attack. And you also give what's called a D die. Yours is a D4.
Right.
And you can roll that. It count, and that gets added to your attack and to the damage you roll. But
Oh.
also, that D die, you can declare a mighty deed of arms. That is a little extra sauce you can put on your attack. Like you might say, I want to knock the target down, or I want to knock them back.
Ah, okay, beautiful. I understand. Bit of embellishment.
I want to blind them. Exactly. Within there's some guidelines with it, but yeah, get creative, and
Right.
they can be really, really effective too. You know, if you knock your opponent down, obviously they got to spend some time getting back up. They're going to be at disadvantage, things like that.
Ah,
So
thanks for explaining that.
Yeah. So every attack, you roll that D4. If you roll a 3 or better on the deed die, your deed goes off. Okay. So the extra
Right.
sauce is dependent on that D4 rolling a 3 or better.
So would you say I'd roll the D20 plus 1 as one roll and the D4 as a separate roll?
You can roll them all with this. You can roll them all together if you like.
Oh, does a
But-
dice roll let you combine? Okay.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
you can combine those in a dice roller. But even if your deed doesn't go off, you still get whatever the result of the deed die is still always added to your attack, and it's always added to your damage.
Oh, I like that. All right. Well, in that case, with my flank, I just burst through the tall grass, and I want my mighty deed will be I want to slash at one of these snake creatures, and then hit it at such an angle that its blood or insides, its ichor, spews onto the other one, onto its face, causing a distraction.
Oh, so you're going to blind the other one. I love
Yeah.
this. All right. So go ahead and make your attack.
Let's see if it works. This dice
You've
roll.
got a positive luck modifier.
Luck?
Make that longsword your lucky weapon.
Yeah.
Plus luck
I don't
modifier.
think he.
No, my luck is 9 and the modifier field is blank.
Yeah, there's no modifier, unfortunately.
Although I do have lucky roll birdsong. Number of languages plus 0.
Yeah, but you don't have a luck modifier, so it doesn't count.
Doesn't matter. All right, I rolled
Yeah.
pretty poorly. I rolled. Oh no, I didn't. I rolled 9, but my D die rolled 4.
Yeah, but you gotta hit
So
it.
you got to. Okay, so unfortunately, your attack didn't go off. You missed. Now, one of the things you can do, and I'm not suggesting you do this now. You can spend luck to change the result of a roll. And this one, you'd have to spend quite a bit, so I'm not recommending it. But
Okay.
I just want to put the note out there that, like, say if you miss, and I'm pretty good at nudging you towards that.
Okay, yeah, cool.
But yes, spending luck is a thing you can do.
Okay.
But in this case, I wouldn't advise in this one because you missed by a few. So.
All right.
But yeah,
I'll just say huzzah.
A near
I'll just-
miss.
Yeah. Anyway.
a near miss, but a spectacular opening for combat. And
A display
here
of
is-
blades.
All right, and so this thing, and you can see it's a beautiful sort of bluish green color, but it's got some really nasty teeth that it's going to try and bite you with now. All right, there's our initiative order. So this thing is going to snap at you. with its sharp
Does
teeth.
Discord have a built-in initiative tracker? I didn't know that.
No, that's a thing
Huh?
I
Right.
use. Yeah, it helps me. Well, I have a little tool on my screen that I track initiative with, but I can just copy it into the
Oh,
chat. For
that's
you
good.
guys.
No.
I don't have a second
well, no
character.
crit.
Let me just tell you that.
That's a hit. So it is going to bite you for.
I come in peace. Try to negotiate. I didn't hit it, remember?
You're going
Too
to take
late.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, so that would be off my. What am I looking? Oh yeah, hit points.
HP.
HP.
Yep.
Okay. And what's armor class? Is that what they have to roll over or something?
That's what it takes to hit you.
Right. Okay. All right.
Right. So they have to roll when they roll to attack you. They got to roll what, a 15 or better.
Okay. Apologies for the questions.
Yeah.
No,
No. That's what we're here
good.
for. Everybody's.
Yeah.
No, we're here to learn.
All right.
All right. So you take 4 points of damage, and so the rest of you see these creatures, and there's these sort of large, like 7-8 foot long reptilian things. There's a greenish one and a bluish one, and one of them, just the blue one, just bit one of your comrades. You'll also notice, just coincidentally, they're wearing jewelry. They have all these like pierced studs and like bangles around their arms and like jeweled collars and stuff. Like you get the impression that they're pets based on all this crap they're wearing. Because they're definitely not they're not sentient. That's obvious. They're beasts of some sort. But they're dressed really pretty. Any case, Casper, you're up.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, let's go over and see if they respond to a little pain here. I'm gonna try to hit the blue one. Just hit Isra. I have to make my spell check, correct? I'm gonna do some magic missile.
Oh, okay. Yep. So you're gonna make your spell check, and as always, if you ever want to spell burn to increase your chances, you can do that. Do you know how spell burn works?
I remove like a point or two from like one of my other stats, correct?
Right. You can burn your physical stats: strength, agility, constitution, to beef up your spell casting. I kind of, just as a teaching point, I kind of recommend saving it for when you really need it, and using a lot of it when you do, rather than. I don't recommend using a little bit of it here and there. I recommend hanging on to it and using it a lot at one time. But in any case, it also depends on how much physical stats you have. If you have a lot, then go for it. Also, we're playing a one-shot, so consequences are low. But yeah, so you're going to make a spell check, which is should be on your sheet. And against that, and if you want to spell burn, you can do that, and in the end you can also use luck to modify the results of your casting.
Right, gotcha. All right, I'll go with my base here. Oh boy, let's see, where is it?
You're following in my
so
footsteps.
That's a failure. I think that's going to take you an 11 to cast the old magic missile.
Yep.
So unless there's you intervene in some way, is it 12?
Yeah, it's 12.
Is that a first level spell?
Yeah. So that's okay. What that means is if you want to do magic missile later, you just have to spell burn 1 point in order to cast it again.
Yeah, because when you cast and fail, what you just did, you lose that spell for the day until you study again.
Okay, I got you.
Or rest. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
It is. All right. Well, that spell fizzled, unfortunately. But Worm, you are up.
Okay, I am, and we only see 2 of them. Is that correct?
There are 2, yes.
Okay, I am going to use my action to go ahead and cast paralysis on my claws, so I can use them as paralysis weapons next round.
Cool.
And here we go.
Nice.
Great. Yeah, that's a good. That's a good
Yeah,
result.
Yeah. So it remains for the next 1d4 plus rounds.
Should be like 1d4 plus your level.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all right. Next three. Okay, I guess that'll be my turn, and I'll start using that next time.
Okay, so awesome. All right, your weapon is all fueled up for the next round. And Danry, you are up and you are hidden.
And I will go. I'll go after the blue one. Come out of the shadows with my hand axes and see what we do. So a 13 and a miss.
The 13 hits.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
All right, your axe sinks into its flank, opens up a gaping wound in its side, and it screams and turns around and sees you. Probably going to pick you for its next target. Anything else?
That's all I've got.
Oh, I forgot. You're a halfling. I was thinking you should get a sneak attack, but you're not that class.
Unfortunately.
All right. So the green one is going to turn on Worm. And it is going to try and bite you.
Ooh, fumbles.
Poor guy.
Oh, that's a fumble. All right. Where's my fumble table? This, they don't even have good tables for monsters, I don't think. This one is going to lunge at you, and it's slipped on some vines, and it's prone.
Okay.
And so any attacks made against this creature, any physical attacks will be made with a one die up the die chain. So in DCC, we use funky dice. It's called a dice chain. There's a whole bunch of dice that you're probably not used to. For instance, so this creature is prone. It's laying on its side. You can't get back up till its turn. If you hit it, you get to roll a d24 instead of a d20 to attack it. So it's kind of like advantage, disadvantage, but we use the dice chain. In this case, disadvantage would be you're rolling with like a d16 instead of a d20, right? So I'll remind you if you decide to attack the green one, but just remember the green spitter is prone and is susceptible to attacks. And Isra, you're up.
Back to me.
Indeed.
All right, having they've taken a chunk out of me, seeing that one that's gone prone, I will try and get an easy hit just to get my bearings in and get my confidence back.
Cool. Right. So again, you can roll a d24 to do your attack with.
I'll try the same thing as last time. I try and get my eye in and try to lop it so that its head flies into the other creature.
Sure.
That's it across. All right, here we go. Jeez, struggling.
So, no deed, but if you would like to burn 1 point of luck, you'll make that.
Oh,
a hit.
hang on. I was supposed to go up the dice chain, wasn't I?
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a d24 and see what you
D24.
get. Maybe you'll get
Sorry.
a better result. Yeah, no worries. All right,
Oh, poor guy.
we'll take the better result.
You sure?
But
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. If you want to
Yeah.
roll, if you want to spend a point of luck, you can make that a hit and then roll your
Yes.
damage.
I will do that. Thank
Okay.
you.
So just reduce your luck total by 1,
reduce luck by 1.
and
Okay. Yep.
and then go ahead and roll your damage, and you're going to add the 1 for your deed die. To
Damage
that. So,
D8 plus 1 plus 1. So D8 plus 2.
and plus 1 for your strength. So
Yeah, I've already got it says I've got longsword D4 plus. Damage is D8 plus 1 plus deed. Are you saying
okay,
D8
so
plus?
it'll
Is
be
that plus 1
2 for
already?
you.
Yeah, D8 plus 2.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's a bit better.
All right. Nice. And so you hit the one that was
Flashing uppercut.
down. And that one is dead.
Nice.
All right. So that one is out of the fight.
Can I take the jewelry as a free action?
No, you can do that after the fight, though.
Okay.
Um,
Just asking. Gotta ask.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so we're gonna have round 2 initiative.
You re-roll or just the same order?
Nope, we use the same one. And
Because I think I was at
this
the end.
one
I was at the end, wasn't
Yep.
I? Oh yeah, I was the last
one
one.
remaining spitter is going to lunge at Danry, who axed it in the side. He says, "I didn't axe for that." Sorry, I apologize for that.
Do they
But
speak?
He is going to. You see it kind of open its mouth and release like a stream of spit at you, Danry.
Oh yeah, that hits me squarely in the face.
Oh, nasty.
It's a crit. Wow, the crit is going to be difficult because what it spits at you is some paralytic goo. So I need you to make a willpower saving throw, please. Your crit's going to result in a higher DC for the save, or that his crit. So you got it like right in your mouth.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think that's going to take a whole lot of luck. So I'm
Okay, so roll a d8, please. So, all right, so you collapse. You're not unconscious, but you can't move.
Okay.
So let me see. I'm gonna mark you as paralyzed. All right. So Casper, you see this thing spit some sort of toxic goo at Danry, goes down in a lump. You're up.
All right. Well, the magic didn't work. I don't want to do this, but I gotta try to help out Danry. So I'm gonna attack her with my short sword. It's not the best idea, but might as well. Oh, hey, look at
So
that.
you have the oh no, you're sorry. That was Worm. Ooh, that's a hit. Nice. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's gonna be like a D6, so 3 damage.
Well, this one is already damaged a little bit. So you damage it some more. It's bleeding. It's got 2 bleeding wounds now. Exactly. It looked just like that. And so nice job. You took a chunk out of it. And Worm, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and swing at it with my claw.
Right, and you got the paralysis on. You can give it a taste of its own medicine.
Maybe not.
No, that is not a hit, unfortunately.
All right, it's all good.
All right, and Danry is paralyzed and can only look up at the ceiling mutely. Isra is not. You're up.
I will charge at the last one. Today your history will be written. And as my deed, I want to skewer it, and at the same time, my sword skewers the jewelry. So when I finish with it, the jewelry sits on the blade.
There we go.
Let's see if we can do that. All right. I've got to find a quicker way to type this. All right. I might copy it next time.
Yeah, you can copy and paste
Yeah.
this with a lot of
Smart.
folks too.
All right. Here we go. Come on. Come on. What is going on? I'm going to change weapons.
Man, yeah. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Tough day at the office.
And- Yep. All right. Okay, so it is going to turn around and it's going to spit at you. Yusra?
Me.
Hell yeah.
I'm already injured.
That misses you, so it just kind of spits a stream of sticky, toxic goo at you, and you dodge out of the way, and it misses you. And Caspar, you're up.
All right.
Finish it, wizard.
We're
Finish
gonna-
it.
We're gonna try to hit it. We're gonna try to hit it. It worked well last time.
That's better.
Hey, 16.
It's our combat wizards doing it for us.
Wow, my Discord is
1d6.
slow. Oh, there it is. No, I still don't have
1 damage. Will is trying his best, but it's slow but steady.
It's a little nick. Unfortunately, the creature is still up. And Worm is up.
Okay, I am going to reach out to our halfling and try to use the paralysis spell to unparalyze him.
You don't think that would work?
You can lay on hands, but you need to roll at 20. You know, if
Keep in mind, he's not injured. There's no hit points involved in this. I just gonna before you lay on hands is not gonna work on this.
I
This
figured
takes
you
something
could
stronger.
remove paralysis through lay
Yeah.
on hands with 3 dice.
Restore vitality would work, something like that. But yeah, the first levels, there's no first level spells are gonna help him.
So it's not paralysis in the traditional sense.
Well, it's not.
does-
So you're laying on hands. Well, I think you'd have to get a hell of a roll to.
Yep.
No, but I mean, like the
his-
paralysis spell, can't you do like reverse paralysis?
Oh, I would at the very least you'd have to declare that before you cast it. I think because you just cast it traditionally. Normally, like for the wizards to do a reverse spell, they have to learn it that way, right? You have to. It's like learning the same spell again. but learning to do it in
Oh,
reverse,
okay.
or you can just learn it in reverse. Like you could learn, you could learn burning hands and learn freezing hands instead. But that's the only version you know.
Okay. All right.
But
I thought
yeah.
you were able to flip them. Okay.
No, maybe with a ritual we could. But yeah, you're in the middle of a combat, so it's not going to work.
Yeah. No worries. I'll just go ahead and try to hit him this time with my my paralysis claws. Let's see.
Cool.
Nope. Wow. All right. It's got one more round of that.
All right. Yeah, it's a miss. Unfortunately, Danry is still out. And Isra, you are up.
All right. Well, still being in melee range with it, I will just try to hack at it one more time. I'll say one more chance, longsword, and it's your last chance. And as part of the mighty deed will be to knock it prone to make it easier to hit.
Okay.
Let's see if my copy paste works. Where's my mouse? Here it is. All right. Yes, it does. Come on. 13. Is that enough with mighty deed?
That's exactly enough. Ooh, with a deed. Nice. All right, yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Which was... I think I remember that.
D8 plus 5.
D8 plus... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Plus 5, yes, of course. 7 points.
Oh, right. Well, that is enough. Your sword goes right through its long, skinny neck.
Impaled.
Yep. And make it easier to take those necklaces off. But yeah, it falls to the ground and bleeds out amongst the plants. But all right, so we are out of combat.
Huzzah!
Worm, what's your
Out
alignment?
of combat. And in about 30 seconds, Danry will wake up. So Danry, you will come to, well, you weren't out. You were just paralyzed, and all your limbs are asleep now, so it'll take you a while to get back. But you can move again. All right. So the dead creatures lie at your feet. You can remove their jewelry and bangles and whatnot from them. They look like they'd probably get a pretty decent amount of coin at a jeweler's. They've got some weird looking gems here that you're not sure you've ever seen before. These could be really valuable.
Light it up.
All right. But yeah, so you guys will have, you have between you miscellaneous reptile jewelry worth 100 gold pieces.
So
Nice.
25 each.
And so now you kind of get your bearings, and so you're in this big. So again, it's just one big circular space inside the base of the tower. But as you start exploring a little bit, you see that there is a ramp that goes up along one wall. And it goes up into what appears to be like another aperture, like the front door. But this one's in the ceiling.
I'll ask my party, before we ascend, can I get some healing? One of them took a bite from me. If there is time.
Yeah, I can go ahead and lay on hands. And pull that up real quick.
Lay your hands on me.
Do you get the normal spell plus?
So lay on hands is a clerical ability. that uses the normal cleric spell check.
Okay.
User, what's your
So-
alignment?
My one?
Chaotic.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, Isra doesn't have an alignment. Sorry. Neutral.
Neutral. Okay.
That's a hell of a roll.
I'm chaotic. So
And you're chaotic. So that's adjacent. So four dice.
you get 2 dice.
You can just roll. Let me know how many points. I've got 4 points damage.
So yes, you can roll two hit dice to recover.
Yeah.
You can roll that.
Go ahead
Word.
and roll your.
Which is for you is a D12.
Oh,
Alright,
for
so
me
it
as
will
in
be-
Isra.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. That's all right. Worm rolled. So I just got
Alright.
max. Thank you,
All right, is
Worm.
that accurate? Yeah, no worries.
With that, I'll lead the party with renewed confidence, armed with my crossbow.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So as you search this level, it's like this huge, crazy garden. A lot of these little pools of liquid. You do not discover any more creatures, either those spitters or anything else. But as I said, you do find this ramp, which appears to go right up to the ceiling, and then there's another one of these apertures set into the ceiling itself.
As we go up the ramp, can we get a better view of the lay of the land below us? Is there something that's we missed that could be of importance?
Not really. It's just a very large, it's the whole base of this tower. It's just plants as far as you can see.
Okay.
You don't see any other
touch the eye.
features. So if you go up the ramp and touch this, whoop, it opens up and there's another room. Looks like you can just sort of just step off the ramp onto the floor above you.
I will do so, but I'll have my crossbow ready. And
So
is the
it
room
comes
lit?
out into there's ambient light. So there's a wall here. You come out and you're in like a corridor, right?
Corridor.
Like so. I need to erase some stuff. There we go. All right. So you're in like a corridor. Goes off to the right. And there's no door or anything, but it opens up into a larger space beyond whatever that is. You're not sure.
What's causing the
You're on
light?
the second level. Excuse me?
You said there's ambient light. What's causing that?
I don't know. There's a room beyond with a light source that is just ambient light is sort of coming in. There's sort of ambient light coming in here, but the light source is out in the room itself. But it's not very bright light. It's still fairly dim. It's not nearly as bright as it was downstairs. It's definitely, the lighting up here is more subdued. But you guys are all sort of step into this little like hallway here. But yeah, as you step up in here, there's a smell. It's very different from downstairs. Like the plants are gone, but there's a strong smell of like unwashed people or like animals or some sort of stinky, poor hygiene going on up here. And there's a strong, like an ammonia smell, like urine.
I knew it was urine.
Well, there's no puddles of it here. All right, so you walk in here, and you're going to... So there's a wall here. So come around this hallway, and there's a large space here. First thing you notice is that there's another ramp, like the one you just came up. So on the far side of the room, there's another ramp that goes up. This one has an actual door at the top of it. But there's a wall right here. This room, so it looks like it's bisected. So there's a wall here with a door. I hope my drawing works for you guys.
Good.
Yep, you've come in
Isometric.
here. There's a wall with a door over here. But in here, it stinks like you're not sure what. And there's, you can see that there's these like there's piles of like grass, like vegetation. There's several of them like laid up against the walls.
Beds.
It could be plants from down in the garden downstairs, but they've been made into, looks like sleeping mats.
Do we see what's causing that light?
There is a light in the ceiling, but nothing like the one downstairs. There's just a very sort of mundane light set in the ceiling. It looks like a white disc, like a white frosted glass disc or something. It gives off light. The light in here is very subdued. That's why it's hard to see three figures crouching against the wall over here.
Lizards?
And
three figures.
You see three humanoids hunkered down, and they're humanoids, but they're not human. Our learned wizard might see these as like proto-humans. They're primitive men. They might be men someday, but they haven't evolved. They're very hairy, very simian looking, so ape men really, and but they you can't see too well. They're across the other room sitting in the shadows. You can see their beady eyes looking at you.
We come in peace.
One of them stands up and kind of like, grunts, waves his arms at you like in a sort of threatening gesture, and grunts and takes a step towards you.
Show them the plants, the offerings of peace.
Weapons of any type?
Nope, they are naked, hairy proto-humans. For point of reference, they're like Neanderthals.
Sure.
I show them the plants from downstairs and just point to my mouth to eat them or something and put them on the ground. See if we can avoid.
Bruce, I'd like to cast food for the gods. And
There you go.
see if I can cast that spell and give them to them as like a bounty.
Interesting. Go ahead. Yeah, you can do that.
Bit better than grass.
All right, let me pull that up real quick. All right, here's my roll. Oh boy.
It's a feast.
Yeah. All right, well, the idea was there.
No, I mean, that's a success.
Oh, okay, all right, gotcha.
It dissipates at this range increase.
Yeah, I'm at 12. I need a 12 or higher to succeed.
Oh, I thought you got a. Oh, I was looking at the wrong roll. Oh, so you only got an 8. I saw the 13 for some reason. So yeah, you're gonna take a disapproval on that, unfortunately.
Right,
no
gotcha.
food is manifested, but as they get closer, you can see that this one that stepped forward a couple of steps, it's got something attached to the back of its head. It's like a big, fleshy sort of grayish mass of like tissue that's sort of pulsating.
Can anyone speak to these beings?
Well, I speak multiple languages, but I don't think they speak ours. But I will go down the list. Let's go with common, bugbear, law, kobold, neutrality, chaos, wolf. I think it's
Hello in all the
more,
different
but-
languages.
You get the impression that they don't speak any language.
Yep. Right. I am interested in that grayish mass, but it really looks like it's on there, like it's um.
So it covers the back of its skull. As you start looking at it closer, it sort of covers the back of its skull and sort of hangs down. It's like a big fleshy sack.
Huh. Okay. Hmm. I feel like I don't want to necessarily take any hostile action, so Will's not going to do anything right now. Other than we will offer it some fruit and see. Oh, he will go for he's not exactly sure if this will work though, but he's fairly certain that this is how you show submission to dogs. So he will get on the floor and just show his belly like a dog. See if that works.
That's awesome.
So it looks confused when you do that, but all of a sudden its eyes lock onto you, Worm, and you feel like something like a pain right between your eyes. I need you to make a willpower saving throw.
Uh-oh.
All right.
How much for the piece?
All right, here we go.
I'll burn a point of luck for him if that makes him save.
Oh, okay. That was very kind of you. So you feel
Yeah, thank
you
you.
feel like it's like something is like drilling like right into your brain, and it's coming from that creature. You can tell, and it's and then all of a sudden it's just like and you resist it, and you get a little help from your friend, and it goes away. You're shaken for a minute, but nothing major. But definitely something was like trying to like stun you or something.
I let the party know that this dude's got some type of psionic power, or he's messing with me in some way.
Attack!
And let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Will stand up once he hears about that.
I didn't like your belly move. It angered it.
It set him off.
It was disrespect.
Well, it works on dogs.
Oh, Brucifer, I think we've lost your map.
Oh,
Well, I can't see it. I don't know if others can. Oh, there it is.
it does. It says it's still running. You
I
might
can
need
see
to
it
click
again
on
now.
the chip.
Apologies.
Oh, it's working now.
There you- Yeah.
Let's see if I can get better than last time. Nope. Oh, a little bit better. Slowly going up the ranks. Are you there, Brucifer?
Yep.
Yep.
I am just gathering all the initiatives here.
No problem.
Oh, these guys roll all right. We got 15. We've got a 2. 8.
Will got a low initiative because he's upside down on his back.
And Danry did not. He got an 18. Oops, that's not right. That is. All right. So, Danry, you are first in the initiative.
All right. I'm gonna go up to one of the 8 men and grunt and attack with both hand axes. And I'm gonna miss on both.
Those
Pretty
are
sure.
both misses, unfortunately. I'll tell you what, though, if you wanted to make that 9 and 10, you could stab that thing on the back of its head.
Yeah, I'll burn another point of luck.
Cool. All right, so go ahead and burn that and roll some damage.
4 points.
All right, so you, like, your blade goes right into this thing, and it's like this big, thick, fleshy mass. And as you slice into it and some goo starts running out of it, it detaches. It drops off
What
the
the
back
hell?
of the 8-man's skull. And you can see the back of his skull is just raw. It's like there's no skin there. It's all gone. And there's like all these, like, it's like a circular ring of little indentations on the back of its skull. And you can see this thing flops down, and it's got like a big mouth. You ever seen a lamprey? You know what that is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a nasty mouthful of, like, a circular mouthful of teeth, and but it drops off, and it doesn't appear to be. It appears to be still squirming around on the floor, though.
Yeah. And I'll scream, "Get the gray stuff!"
But you see the 8-man starts, like, grabbing at its skull and, like, screaming. And I just got to remember that one lost its hat. All right. And actually, that one is up. It is highly confused. I have to roll to see what it's going to do. It just flops onto its side and rolls up in a fetal position and starts howling.
All right.
And that's its turn. That's all it does at its turn. It appears to be in some sort of existential crisis. And Worm, you're up.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and try to shoot an arrow at the gray clump on the ground.
Okay, you can certainly do that.
All right. Here we go.
That is a hit.
Oh, okay. Nice.
A warning shot.
It's all it had left.
Oh,
Damn,
nice.
chopped it pretty good. But yeah, so your arrow pierces it, and it kind of like quivers and then goes still. All right. Good job. And next up is one of these other ones, and it is going to. All right, so Worm, it is going to see it focus its attention on you. You feel a piercing pain in your skull. I need you to make a willpower save. Holy moly, yeah. So you can feel that, like, you get the impression it's not the ape thing, it's whatever's attached to its head is trying to, like, drill into your brain. But it does not get through. You're too strong for it. And this other one is just going to fling itself at Danry and just try and rake him with his claws and teeth like a good old-fashioned ape-man.
That's a miss.
He has no luck to spend, so he has to live with it. All right, so Isra, you got one ape that's gone catatonic and two that are still in the fight. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to try my crossbow this time. Is it possible to use my deed on crossbow to load 2 crossbow bolts and fire 2 at once to hit 1 each?
I will say if you deed goes off, yes, you can get off 2 shots.
Let's do it. I don't get a bonus for that one, though. It's agility, I assume, or crossbow?
Yes.
Let's see how we go.
Nope, you only get off the 1 shot, but it's a hit.
That's all right. Hit 1, that's fine. Damage, D6 plus D6 plus 1. 3 points, crossbow.
All right, so your crossbow buries itself in the ape-man's flank, and he screams and tries to pull it out. He's still up, though. The 3 damage was not enough. So he's still up. And rounding up the initiative is Caspar.
Alright, Will's gonna go over. He's gonna try to hit the thing in the wounded ape man's head. So we will try to hit it the great thing with our sword.
Nice.
All right, let's go.
Oi!
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's an absolute hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, so we no. 1d6, thank you. 2 damage.
All right, so you slice it, and it falls off, just like the other one. But it is still quivering around and sort of squirming around on the ground. They sort of turn into like a slug when they hit the ground. And it's either trying to get away or trying to get at one of you. You're not sure which. But that is in the first round of initiative.
Kill the worms.
And
The little ones.
round 2. And Danry, you are up.
So one more ape man has a great thing, so I'm going after that one.
Okay.
And it's a crit on 1. It's a hit on both, but a crit on 1.
Ooh, nice.
Rolling.
So, you can use those, apply those. I could say you could apply 1 to the parasite and 1 to the ape man if you want.
Sure, I'll do the first one will be for the regular parasite. And that'll be a 6 plus 1. So that's 5 points of damage, and then my crit is going to be modifiers is 0 now. But table 3. Oh, I blow Karum's off the skull, deafening it for D6 days, and I'm going to do an additional D6. So 2D6 plus. I may wind up killing this guy. So he takes 11 points of damage, and if he's still alive, he's deaf for 6 days.
He's not. He's dead. So.
Wow, nice.
All right, so that one is dead. And as he falls, so you stabbed the parasite, And as he falls, it detaches from his head and starts squirming. There's 2 of these things squirming around on the floor now. There is 1 ape still on its feet. And this one, all right, this one's still in a fetal position. I'm just going to take him out of the combat. He has taken himself out of combat. He's just curled up in a ball howling. And Worm, you're up. There's 1 ape man, 2 parasites.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and shoot a bow shot at another parasite.
Okay.
And that's not a good one. All right, that'll be my turn.
All right, yeah, so that misses, unfortunately. That one is dead. All right, oh, sorry, this is still the 1 ape man who's still alive, is still up, has lost his parasite. So he has to roll to see what he does. It flees up the ramp and scratches and claws at the door, but does appear to not know how to open it. So he's up at the top of the ramp, sort of, but you see him go up, and he finds the lock and the latch and starts, as soon as he puts his hand on the door latch, there's a blue arc of electricity, and he comes flying down the ramp, just smoking. He's dead. And he's got like electrical burns all over his arm.
That's
his
handy.
arm is just like blackened and charred. And you can see there's a scorch mark on the front of the door.
Oh, that's good to know.
Whatever that means, that happened. So all of the ape men are now out of action, but there are 2 of these parasites, and they're clearly like they're slithering towards you, like towards your feet. And probably not anything good in mind, but Yuzura, you're up.
All right, I'll once again try the double crossbow shot. A trademark crossbow shot that didn't work.
Okay.
So it's just d20 plus d4. I forgot to copy it. At least I worked out you don't have to put a 1 in front of it. That's good. Oh, 12 indeed.
All right, so that's a hit, and you go ahead and make your second shot. So you can make another ranged attack.
Oh, at the same. So just d20 plus 4, same?
No, d20 plus, well, you should have added +2 to that, or no, sorry, this is a range shot. So just a d20 for you.
d20?
On the second shot.
Double crossbow shot.
Yeah, that was a miss. A good attempt.
It's all part of the show.
Working on it. Yeah, but the first one, go ahead and roll your damage on the first shot.
I get the +4 on that one, or no?
Oh, yeah.
The deed? Yep. D6 plus 4. 5 points.
Oh, yeah. So you just pin this thing to the floor. Just skewer it.
There's one left for you, Will.
Yep. And, well, there's only one left. Will, you are up. There's one more of these parasite things squirming around on the floor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over and like kick in and stab it.
Show it your belly.
I'm not doing my belly in. Yeah, unfortunately, I kicked a bit too high and spring myself.
All right, that is a miss.
He showed it the belly
And
again.
we're back to the top with Danry. Actually, I'm just going to say you guys will destroy this thing. It's just a matter of time.
Hey!
It doesn't really have an attack unless it can get up to your head.
Henry
and
turns it into
happen. So
sushi.
I'm just going to hand wave that you guys slew the last one. So everything is quiet, but we're a little over halfway. I'd like to stop so we can take a quick break. Do whatever we need to do.
How long would you
And
like?
let's pick up again at 1:45. So 5 minutes. We'll pick up again at 1:45.
5 minutes, no worries. I'll see you back in 5.
Okay. You stomp out this other, it's clearly some sort of parasitic organism. 2 of these ape creatures are in some sort of, state of, breakdown. Probably having lost, the control that whatever these things were providing is, who knows. But they are harmless. And, you can get a good look at them. They are just hairy proto-humanoids. Maybe something like what some of your ancestors might have looked like. But who knows? But anyway, they're just sort of curled up in balls over here and shaking uncontrollably. And but as you look around, so this was obviously a habitat. They've got like these grass mats that they were sleeping on. There's a lot of fruit rinds and seeds and ape-man poop around in here. But there's also, as I said, the room is sort of bisected here. There's a wall with a door in it. This door has just a sort of ordinary handle. There's no like fancy aperture here. It looks like might be metal. You're not sure what anything is made of in here, but this door looks like a normal door, but it's got a big sort of a bar that slides over and sort of bars it from the outside. So like you can slide that bar over and that door cannot be opened from the other side or this side unless you slide the bar back, but you get the impression. Door locks from this side. It is currently locked, but it's a very mundane, just sort of a sliding bar. It's not a fancy lock. And there's the door up at the top of the ramp also.
That one we know is trapped, or at least was trapped. But if we want to go through the door, we'll check out the other one later. Well, I guess if not, if I go to the one that the other 8 men went through, does it look like it has like some like arcane runes or anything on it?
So there was 3 8 men. The one ran up the ramp, sort of scratching at the door and got blasted by something. He is now a steaming pile of meat down at the bottom of the stairs. The other 2 are just hunkered in the corner. Every now and then they look up at you in like terror, but they're just huddled in fear against the wall.
Well, Will was trying to check out the ramp that he went up. He was trying to check on the door.
Oh, okay. So when you go up that ramp, and this door is very different. It's actually like a metal door in a frame. It's actually a double door. There's a handle here. There are a motif of all these snakes along the door frame, like coiled, so not coiled snakes, but they all look, roughly like this. So it's like a serpent. But they're all sort of chasing each other, figuratively around the frame of the door. There is a nice black scorch mark centered on that handle.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, there's no key ring or anything, or sorry, keyhole. There you go. Or
No
anything.
keyhole.
It's just the handle. Yep.
It looks like he would just pull that door open. Yes.
Right. Well, Will doesn't want to touch that right now. But he will inform the group.
Gotcha.
I'll go to the door that's dead bolted.
Ordinary door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that door with the sliding bolt. It's really mundane. So the wall here, it's not like any material it's not the same material that the tower is made of. It doesn't have that sort of organic feel to it. It's hard and rigid, like metal, but it's not metal. And the door is made of the same substance. But again, it looks very, very simple. There's a standard sort of a hinge. There's like 2 hinges that hold the door up. And no lock, just that very simple latch. It looks like I said, you could bar it from the outside. Whatever's on the other side cannot open that door with a bar. It's slid over.
I'll knock on the door.
Right.
What lies beyond?
You hear something, like a movement, like feet shuffling or something, or maybe but no, you heard something when you raised your voice.
Speak. We can free you.
You hear nothing now.
Well, that's all I've got.
Well, Will's gonna go over. He's gonna test out the lock. He's gonna see if it electrocutes people.
Well, this one, you slide that bar over and nothing happens.
Will the brave.
Well, Reddit would not do this, but
Get in there, Will.
yeah, why not? Will's gonna go over and he's gonna take a peek in.
Just a peek.
All right,
Just a
so-
wee peek.
Yeah, you slide the bar over, and you ease the door open, and this stench comes out of it. Very much like the room you're in, but maybe a little more confined and a little hotter. But it's a smell of like unwashed proto-humans and monkey poop. And but inside you can see there's the same sort of dim lighting as in this other room. Think of it as like a smart bulb at 50%. That's about the level of light in this area. But you can see in there, and in there you can see there is not a wall, but there's bars. So it's like a caged area. There is a metal door in the cage, and you see about 6 of those 8 men. And they're all huddled back against the far corner, as far back as they can get, all huddled together and just looking at you. They look very frightened. They don't have anything attached to their heads. There is a lot of vegetation and monkey man shit in here.
Right. Well, unless the Will sees something useful in here, he feels like he just wants to lock it back up.
Well, they're locked up now. You can see, I mean, they're the 6 that are in here, and you can see that there's like piles of vegetation and actually what's sort of like a basket of fruit. There's a strange looking container, roundish, looks like a basket, and it's full of fruit. Some you recognize from downstairs, so probably something is feeding these creatures, but they're completely locked up. They're locked in, and they look like they don't want anything to do with you.
Can we
Okay.
see any footprints anywhere? Other than the Neanderthal proto-humans?
Somebody's been in here. Yeah, you can see you see like a smashed piece of fruit that's got the imprint of like a heel in it, like, and some other like tracks on the floor. Someone's been in here, but clearly someone comes down and like probably throws fruit through the bars.
Normal feet or shoes? Or like clawed feet?
That you cannot tell. It just looks like, there's a piece of fruit that clearly was like smashed under a foot and ground into the floor.
We need to get through that door up the ramp. Perhaps we can ram it open.
I'd have to check, but
I could take this door off its hinges and use it as a battering ram.
or Will's gonna go over. He's gonna take the little like bar that was barring this door. He's gonna see if he can use that to open the other door.
So you're gonna slide the bar that bars that door out. Okay, yeah, it's not metal. It feels like metal, but it's much lighter, and it's shiny. If it's metal, it's not a kind you're familiar with, but it slides out. It's about 2 feet long and about 3 inches wide.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna see if we can put it like where the handlebar is for the other door up the ramp, and see if we can like kind of like pull it with that.
You're gonna try and manipulate this door with that piece of metal.
Yep.
That's not metal. It might be. You're not sure. It is shiny. There's no dwarf. Oh, see, you never a dwarf around when you need one. Dwarfs can sense the qualities of different metals and jewels and stuff by smelling them. But no dwarf here. But in any case, you go up and you start fiddling with that door, and you kind of jam that metal bar in there and push this door. Just there's no latch per se. It moves on its hinge, and I'm going to say that, Will, you get the impression that this thing shot it. It used its payload, right? Its trap was sprung, and the door appears to be inert now.
Ah.
Okay, man. We won't use the bar for this, though. I'm just going to go over and just, like, open it normally.
Cool. All right, so you open it up, and there is a hallway beyond, and I'm gonna go up a little bit.
Goes back to the prison.
Space to draw on. No, it so here's the double doors that are no longer trapped, and there's a hallway that kind of goes like in a big curly Q, and then it opens up into a room with another ramp.
Oh,
going up
higher. We need to go
one
higher.
of those apertures. But in this room, there is a large table. You think it's a table. It's sort of extruded from this. It's part of the floor, right? It's not built. It's not a separate thing. It's like extruded from the floor itself. And it's the same smooth sort of organic material that that the walls are made of, right? And then there's a bench that goes like halfway around it. It's the same thing. It's just extruded from the floor itself. So there's a large semicircular bench and a large table. There are two odd-looking, you'll call them barrels. They're about chest high to an average human, so 3.5, I don't know, 4 feet high. They're about 4 feet high. Looks like they have like a flat lid on them. They are unmarked. They appear to be made of some sort of gray material. There is a sort of an oblong-shaped vat of the same material, and then there is a large glass case. It looks like glass. You're not really sure. And it is full of little fuzzy mammals of some sort. Just think of like guinea pigs, sort of, or prairie dogs. They're there's little fuzzy mammals. They are in this thing. There's about 20 of them. There's some sort of organic material and a lot of fruit rinds and things in there, and they just sort of be snuffling around and doing whatever these sort of critters do. They come to the glass and kind of look at you if you come close, but they don't seem too concerned about you.
All right. Well, Will's an animal trainer, so he'll go over and try to play with them a bit, though. See what he can gather from their features.
You also see is another, like, there's containers of like fruit and stuff near the cage, and so as soon as you come near the enclosure, they all come up to you. And familiar with anybody who's fed livestock before, right? They think you're here with food.
Free them, Will. Free them.
I have no idea what these are.
You might be the food.
They just kind of scramble at the side of the, they put their little paws up on the side of
little
glass,
paws.
and they're very cute little fuzzy creatures.
Will's gonna go over and like give them some of the fruit here. Oh boy, there's a bunch here because he kind of just wants to free them, but
do it. Haven't you got animal handling? Can you tell if they're friendly?
Do they seem? It seems like they only want the vegetables, right? If I like,
they seem really passive.
Them.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, if you put your hand in, they kind of sniff your hand, see if you have any fruit. When you put the fruit in, they go for it with vigor. They don't seem aggressive at all. Like, they don't fight each other for the food. If you try and touch them, they're not aggressive. They'll let you touch them. You can pick one up. They're very docile.
Pets.
I'm just gonna go over. I'm gonna get the basket from the lower floor, and I'm just gonna put them in there.
All
Split the party.
What? Basket of tribbles, whatever these things are.
Essentially, yes.
Very nice. Yeah. So you've got a basket of little fuzzy mammals, of some sort. What's other folks doing? Anything else in this room?
I'm going up.
And search the rest of those tubs.
Okay. Starting with we'll go from screen left to right.
Sure.
So you open the first one, appears to be water. For all you can tell, it's about 3/4 full of normal water. If it's anything other than water, you can't tell. The second one has a weird vinegary smell, kind of like I don't know if you've ever been around beer being malted. it has a smell like that, but it's more vinegary.
Sure.
So it's like something fermented, but it doesn't smell very pleasant. And if you look
Durine.
at it, it's a brownish. It's a brownish liquid. It looks kind of like dark vinegar, and it smells a little bit vinegary too. But it's very alien. You go over to this other vat, which is bigger than it sits low like a bathtub, right? But it's pretty good size. And you flip up the lid on this, and it's full of that same liquid that is in those pools on the first level, like a sort of yellowish liquid. It's full of that, and there's about 7 of those brain parasites swimming around in the tank.
Oh.
And as soon as you open the
Close the
lid,
lid.
they all come over towards the front of it and start trying to slide up the side of the tank. You want to try and talk to them?
I'm gonna leave him
So-
alone.
I like reactions from my players. They're coming towards you and sliding up the side of the tank. What do?
I step back quickly.
I'm gonna close the lid.
Yeah, close the lid.
Okay, thank you. Things happen if you don't close the lid. All right, so yeah, but those things, as soon as you open it up, they start trying to get out, and you close the lid, and apparently they can't open the lid.
Burn them. Oh, does it have a drain hole? Maybe we can drain it and they might die.
You want to stick your hand in and find out?
Is there a drain hole on the outside?
Nope. It might be in the bottom though, inside.
Jump on in.
That's how they're growing those things.
Hmm. Up the ramp. Let's find the fiends behind this slavery operation.
Oh, before we go up the ramp, is there anything on the table?
The table is part of the floor. It's like extruded up from the floor.
The dining room.
It does give the impression of like a place where somebody sits and eats.
Okay. There's no like compartments or anything. It's just
Nope.
one
It's
small
all
phone
just
there.
this smooth, contiguous, organic material.
Cool, yeah. We can just go up then.
Is our plan to eliminate these slave traders? They seem obviously intelligent.
We'd have to see what their plan is, but yeah, probably.
Good chance. Ascend.
All right. All right. And as you go higher, you notice, the tower, it does narrow somewhat as you go up. It's not like a cone per se, but it's not a true cylinder either.
Do we feel like we're at the top? Are there windows?
You feel like you're getting there. As you get to the top here, you'll see there's another one of these membranes, and it opens up into just one large contiguous space. You see there is another ramp. With another fancy door. Looks just like the one down there with it has like a regular door.
Oh, the one with the serpents.
It's got, this one's same motif. It's got little serpents on the frame all the way around it.
We might have to use one of those little pets to try and open it.
But in
Those
this
fell out of
room, there are 2 figures.
Uh-oh.
They don't look anything like this. But there are 2 of them, and they have arms and legs. They are ape men. these are wearing some very fancy looking sort of leather and woven metal armor. Like he's very elaborate looking and sort of foreign looking breastplates, and they have shiny brass helms. You can see the pulsating brain parasites bulging out from under their helms.
Ooh.
But one of them says, you face death if you step within. Leave now and go and live what rest of your life you can before our master takes over your puny world. But you can go leave with your life if you wish, but death waits you if you step within. So he's all ape man, but he's also quite erudite. And
What
he's
weapons have they
armed.
got?
He's got a like a big sort of squared off blade. Both of them do. They have just like a big blunt-ended sword, and they're armored.
Attack.
Right. Their master's trying to take over the world. We'll ask.
Yes,
if-
the great Slissack comes. He goes, this is a beacon for his homecoming, and if you're lucky, you can witness the wonder of his arrival.
and does the taking over the world require there's some things on your head?
What things?
He says, you could join us and leave your foolish and futile lives behind and serve the great Slissack. He goes, come, you can begin today. And
Ooh, initiation.
once you give over to once you get over to the Thought Eater, all of your puny little mortal problems will be gone.
Thought Eater. It's a very, very attractive name, but I'd have to confer that with my companions.
What's the pay rate like?
Enough palaver. Leave or die.
I choose join.
Then you may and the rest of you,
if we join, may we speak with your great master?
you may be so blessed, but it is unlikely. He goes, you may speak with High Priest Lisk, who is within, charging the beacon, awaiting his arrival.
Then yes, we will definitely speak to your high priests, and
We bear gifts.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Once you've received your Thought Eater, then you shall be escorted to his chamber.
Let us proceed with the ceremony.
He says, go back down the ramp to the lower level.
Can you take me there? I'm a bit
taking you there
disorientated.
now. Turn around, walk back down the ramp. He's telling you to go back through the door you just came and down.
After you, great ape.
No, you will go, and if you tolerate anymore, we're just going to kill you.
Okay, and there are how many again?
There's two.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and well, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to try to cast command on them.
So it works on one creature at a time, but you can do that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and tell one of them to bow down or submit.
Nice. All right, let's have your roll.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, feeble tricks! You'll die for that. Everybody roll initiative.
Ah, here goes our initiation.
So they know you tried to do something. I'm not sure what, but they didn't like it.
Just giving them the sign of we like you.
All right.
We come in peace. Why doesn't anyone understand that here? Oh, here we go. Here's my peace offering. It's coming soon. It's coming hot.
All right, we got a 0 and
Yeah.
a 20.
We're on fire.
And I see that Will got 11 and the Worm got 18. All right. Sorry, I get this. Got to roll for these guys. All right. All right, it still works. Do a copy over. All right, so there's our order, and so Isra, you are. These guys have drawn steel, and they're tired of your shenanigans.
I will charge and do a heroic leap using my mighty deed and try to scalp one, lopping off its bulbous grey mass at the same time.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna try and get the brain sucker. Okay,
That's
very
it.
good.
All right, plus D4 plus 1. Here it comes! Boom!
Oh, well, that's a crit for you
Oh!
because warriors have advanced crit. You crit on a
Yep.
an 18,
19, 20, I think it
or
says.
19.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So that's a crit. What is
With a mighty deed.
Which is a success. That is awesome. What's your crit die?
My crit die says D14.
All right. So roll a d14.
Ooh, okay, it's
and
exciting.
we'll see what your crit result is.
How's 10?
All right. So go ahead and roll your damage also.
Damage, D8 plus 1 plus 4, so D8 plus 5. Scalping time! 10 points.
Oh, yeah. All right. And so your crit is you got a 10. The sunder foe's weapon, shards of metal fill the air.
Ho, ho, ho.
And there's an asterisk, but so you so you come up and you smash it right on the side of its helmet and just split its helmet in two. It tries to block with its weapon and it just shatters. And you strike the thing that's attached to its head. And its helmet falls off and the parasite comes off, but you can see that the whole back of this one's head is like there's nothing there. It's just a big empty it's basically his skull is basically empty as the parasite crawls out of it. But yeah, the host goes down, the parasite is still crawling around. But that was
Awesome.
nice, very well done.
Sadly, you will not be remembered as a worthy foe.
No, it's like went down one hit. All right, and so Worm, you see one of these things goes down. Its parasite is also coming towards you all. It's squirming across the floor towards you all. But Worm, you're up.
Okay, I will go ahead and take a bow shot at that parasite. All right, getting threes today.
Change weapons.
Yeah, that's a miss, unfortunately. And Willed Wizard, you're up.
We'll go over, and we're going to go over and use flaming hands on the other parasite. So I will do my spell check first. It goes off. All right. And then
Cool.
and my spell check is 15. So that's the 14 to 17. And then I keep forgetting this. So I do my spell check, and then do I also attack it with a regular attack?
Nope.
No, that
Oh,
thing
okay.
goes off.
Okay,
You
goes off.
get,
Okay.
yep, it goes off, and so you burn a single target for D6 points of damage.
All right, so we'll go over and burn the other parasite. Other
Okay. So you fry this thing's head. The parasite, its helmet falls off, and the parasite drops off. And the ape man is still on his feet, but he's like just screaming and blindly swinging his sword around. All right.
I only did one point damage. I tried my best.
You knocked this
that's
parasite
okay.
off, did you?
Yeah, you burn the parasite. Anytime you hit the parasite with damage, it releases itself.
Perfect.
But this one is, this other ape man. It's just like it's still up, but it's mindlessly just flailing around the room. And I'm just gonna say that you all will subdue it. It has no way to defend itself. I mean, it doesn't even have the back of its skull is just empty, and you can look into its brain cavity, where the parasite has just been basically. I think it clearly just consumes whatever's inside of your skull, and replaces that. But anyway, this one you fried them all, and so I was gonna say we're out of combat.
Huzzah! Another victory.
All right, so and this room. So this room, now that it doesn't have those creeps in it, is this one has you'll see it has rugs in it. They're not the designs and the patterns on them are very unusual, not like anything you've seen before. But a rug is a rug, and there are more benches in here, like the same as in the other room. They're just sort of extruded out of the ground. But there's no one in here. There's no other nothing else of interest.
Loot the bodies.
So the bodies have some pretty cool looking armor. It's equivalent of scale armor from the book, if anybody wants that.
Oh,
One of their swords shattered. The other one is it's a square-nosed, it's just like a big square-nosed cleaver, about 3.5 feet long. It's not very dainty, but it's basically a longsword. Does the same damage as a longsword, but doesn't have any special properties or anything. Other than their armor and the clothing and the weapons, they don't have anything.
shall we go up to this door?
Yep, let's do it.
Anyone need healing? Did anyone get hit? Or we just wiped them?
No, we just whacked them.
Let's go to the high priest.
All right. So you go up the ramp to this next floor, and it opens up. I gotta move the screen up a little bit. There's a space to write on. All right. So, pretty sure this is the upper level of the tower. It is very tall, narrows significantly at the top. But this one again has the doors are not trapped or anything. But inside here is a very strange sight. There is, so if you remember from the outside, the tower, there was a beam of red light that came out of the top and pierced the clouds. Well, this whole room is flooded with red light. In the center of the room, there is a massive plant. And from that, a beam of red light comes from the center of it, and in the ceiling, you can see there's some sort of a lens, like a faceted lens, like a big jewel, and it hits that and amplifies it. And that's what's sending that beacon out from the top of the tower. So, and around that plant, you see there are like 3 slabs. And like the table and the benches and stuff, they're just sort of extruded from the floor itself. But on each of these is one of those 8 men. You get the idea. And also, it just gets worse. There are dozens and dozens of vines that come out of this plant and are attached to the 8 men. And you can see it slowly like draining their bodily fluids and vital essences out of them, and to charge this plant.
Ah, right.
And you see this great serpent-looking fellow in fancy purple robes.
Nice.
There's 2, so he looks like, so it's he's like a snake man basically. He looks like, yeah, basically like a 7-foot tall snake man, and there are 2 more in here. these are wearing like similar armor like those other guys. They have big swords too. They also have shields. And they are wearing more traditional armor, but from the waist down, they're snakes. And but yeah, so a lot of expos. Thank you for your patience. But so as you open the door, you say, "Yes, come in. You'll be a worthy. You'll be an unworthy feed to power the beacon, but you'll do." And this is you've arrived to take part in the glorious return of our Lord Slissac, to claim this world, unworthy as it is.
Right.
Death to Slissac.
Right.
Yep.
I
Silver
have,
Slee stacks.
I have no idea what you are, who Slissac is, or where you got these 8 men from. But we stop this now.
No, it's too late. The beacon is nigh, and he approaches. He saw the green comet in the sky. That is his encrypted ship coming to free him at last. And there's nothing you can do about it.
You won't live to see his coming. I guarantee that.
So, you'll feed the beacon next, and he shouts to his soldiers, "Seize them!"
We will feed you to the
And,
squirrels.
Says, "What, my snackies? Did you take my snackies?"
Will's got his
You are
snackies.
not eating these.
You'll
You are not
suffer.
eating these.
Now you'll suffer. And he took my snackies. But he tells his soldiers, "Seize them, put them on the slabs. We'll drain them to power the beacon." And so these two guys are going to advance on you. So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
So don't do it. Turn against your crew masters. For what it's worth. Oi, worm. Beautiful. Oh, that's pathetic.
Good here.
All right. I gotta get these guys into the initiative. There's them. And we got taking the slow road. Got a 15, that's nice. Another single digit for Will. And then a 22. Wow. All right, so these, dang it. Okay, so we have got Worm at the top of the order this time.
Okay, you
All right,
ready for this?
so Worm, you are up. So the configuration here, I mean, you're all in melee basically, so
Yeah.
you can do pretty much whatever.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and cast paralysis on my flail. Nice.
Hold
You're on
on, I
fire
may
now.
throw some luck on top of that. Get the paralysis too. This is okay. So you rolled a 19, right?
I rolled a 19. I need a 20 to bump up to the next one.
Yeah. But if we do a 24, we can do 3 targets.
Yeah, that's insane.
So that is that's 5 points. So I'd burn 3 luck. You know what? If you burn 1, I could burn 2, and that would get us to the 24.
Okay, easy.
So, yeah, real quick, halflings can use their luck on other people, which is what they're doing, which is a really cool feature.
Okay, so that puts paralysis at a 24, and 3 targets within 100 feet paralyzes all of them. Any creature of 4 hit dice or less is automatically paralyzed.
Well, over before it starts.
Any creature of how many hit dice?
4
hit
are automatically
dice or less.
paralyzed. 5 hit dice or more, they get a will save.
That's pretty dope right there.
Even the GM acknowledges it. That's good.
So you got the 24-27 result, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Up to here, then. Oh. Well,
Yes.
Lisk, the high priest of Slissac, does get a will save. But I don't think if he crits, a crit always passes. But otherwise, the only way he can succeed is if he crits, because he can't actually roll a 24 without some help, which he doesn't have. 23
Yes.
is his max. He does not crit, and so you see they all just sort of fall into coils, like, they fall into the ground. So let me read this real quick.
2d6 plus 2.
Let me see, hand. Paralyzed creatures unable to move or take physical action for 1d. Ooh, so roll a 2d6 there. And let's see how long they are paralyzed.
sweet
Oh,
Oh, 16 rounds.
That's just
So, that's a couple of minutes. All right, so they fall and they are completely incapacitated. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna summon some rope and just we're gonna tie him up, and I guess if we want to finish him off, we can finish him
Let's
off.
kill the plant first.
I sever the
Plant is
tendrils.
the red beam.
Yeah, we can cut off the tendrils connecting to the 8 men.
Yeah. All right, so you start hacking at those vines. They're pretty tough, but you start busting through them, and all this blood and weird fluids come out of them. But as you hack through the first cluster of them, you notice that light sort of sputters. It weakens for a minute. And as you hack through the vines, and you can see these 8 men, they're all withered and have had all the life sucked out of them, pretty much. They don't appear to be. They appear to be beyond recovery. But as you cut the vines, that plant starts to. You can see the leaves sort of curl up as that light starts to flicker and dim. So without its food source, that beacon is going out.
Keep cutting.
But yeah, so you hack through them, and that beacon, it flickers and goes out. And you can see the horror in the priest's eyes. I think because they don't lose consciousness, and they get aware of everything that's going on. But as soon as that light goes out, you feel the floor beneath you sort of ripple, and the whole place is kind of like this is like this settling sort of tremor that goes through the tower, and you can feel it sort of settling, and the floor is starting to warp beneath your feet, and you look and the walls are starting to sort of bow inward, and you get the impression that it is sort of collapsing around you.
Run!
He's gonna start running. Get out of here.
Yep. Run away.
All right. So you leave the paralyzed snake men here, run down to the. Do you still have the basket of?
Oh yeah,
tribbles?
I'm still carrying. Yeah, I'm carrying the triples.
Okay, so you run down through the tribble room, then down through the ape men zoo, and all right, you guys you just booking it all the way out of this place?
Yeah.
Think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. So as you run down, the ramps are getting soft beneath your feet. And this thing, it's almost like a living thing. It's almost like it's sort of sighing and gasping its last breaths. But the walls are closing in, the ceilings are coming down. And it's the ceiling. You get down to the bottom floor, and the ceiling is just coming down rapidly. But you guys book it through that door. It opens up for you, and you scramble out onto the rocks, and book it back up the little hillside there. And so I was gonna say you run off of the rocky beach there, but you can see it. We're watching it collapse, right? And you see that. Remember that comet? That green comet that was hanging in the sky?
Mhm.
Well, you can see it coming down through the atmosphere with a flaming trail behind it. It's coming right towards the tower or towards the lake. You're not sure. But you all will book it up the embankment, up onto the grass. And sure enough, this little flaming green column of fire, just as the tower sort of collapses into it's like a sort of a big leathery pancake, this thing comes in, and there's a deafening impact as it splashes into the water, and then everything just sort of blinks, and it's all gone. The lake, the tower, the green meadow is back. As quickly as it came, it blinks out of existence. And you can feel there's like this feeling of like the air being sucked out of the area, right? But all the green grass, the black rock is gone, the lake is gone, the tower is gone, as if it just all blinked out of existence.
Victory.
Well, congratulations. You survived the adventure. You prevented the return of Slisak, who's a very bad thing. He's not a person. He's a very bad chaotic deity. But he's going to have to go someplace else, wherever that temporal rift they fell through took him. But yeah, you all are alive. You have some stuff to show for your adventure. Some funky looking gerbils. And,
Oh, they're gerbils.
Well, I don't know what they are. You can decide what they are.
We'll use them as a gerbil.
These well, they're bigger. They're about the size of, they might be like the first guinea pigs. I mean, this is how guinea pigs came into existence, right? They came from some other dimension. And you guys brought them here. You guys are responsible for guinea pigs. That's pretty impressive. So anyway, but thank you guys for playing. I hope you enjoyed that.
Absolutely.
Good one. Well done. Very
Yeah,
good
thank you again,
illustrations.
Well done.
Did you do that with your mouse or did you do that with a pen?
I just do it with a mouse.
Oh,
Um,
pretty good.
But thank you. Yeah, I like to give a little visual element. It helps me too. Helps keep me on track. But anyway, you guys were great. You were a really fun group. And this one, this offers a lot of ways sort of to end it and different things you can do. But you guys, usually people let the 8 men out. You guys did not. So I don't know what their fate was, but I had another party that basically introduced them to the woods. They just went running off into the woods to God knows where. And the same with the gerbils. They just let the gerbil hamster things go into the woods. But in any case, you guys kept them. But what you do is up to you. But any other questions or any feedback before we finish up?
How many experience points we got?
You will get 12 experience points for this adventure. For preventing the invasion of hideous snake people.
Nice.
Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah,
All
thank
right,
you
well,
again,
thank you
Bruce.
guys.
Well done.
Hey, and I try and run some DCC every month. Come back and play again. I'd love to see you at the table. All right, thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys. I'll
All right,
share
have a
the
good night.
stream and you can watch it in your own time later. See you later.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate
all
it.
right.
I look forward to sharing that around.
No
All right,
problem.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
See you guys. Catch ya.
Right.